Heaven's California.
Hey guys, what am I doing? Tonight I'm going to be doing a reaction to another SagaTheYoungin video. This one is not suggested. I just did this one at random. I'm going to try to do like at least 1 or 2 SagaTheYoungin videos a day to kind of like catch up. Or if you guys want to like obviously suggest them, that's obviously good too. My beef with Denny's, this is the longest one so far.
What's up?
It actually starts with him talking, so I don't know. I'm not going to skip it or anything, so I don't have to edit it, which is a lot of work, so if I don't want to do that. No sense in that, plus I want to hear what you have to say anyway, so. 13 minutes long. So Denny's, I don't know if they have a Denny's here in Canada. Apparently they do, but I've never seen one. I don't know if it's in my province or city, if it's not here, but I've never been to a Denny's. Nor have I ever even heard of Denny's. Like Denny's Diner, that's all I can really think of, but I don't know if I've ever been to that. I don't think I have, so I don't know. But so I don't really know what to expect here, but let's see. Apparently he doesn't like Denny's, so I don't know. Let's see what happens here.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to come on here really quick before the video started because since I posted the last video, and I know it's been a while, but we've hit 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And I honestly just wanted to thank every single one of you guys, whether you've been here since 100 or 1,000 or 100,000, or if you just got here yesterday. Honestly, thank you to every single one of you. We went up pretty quick. I think in like less than 2 weeks, we went from 2,000 to over 100K. But
that's insane.
Before those 2 weeks, it was countless hours of constant grinding. And yeah, just honestly, thank you guys. I also made an Instagram. There were a couple fake accounts out there, but the real one's gonna be down below. So for the first few hours after this video drops, I'm gonna be replying to as many of your guys' DMs as I can. So click the link and follow me and DM me, and let's get into the video.
Yeah, 100K has always been my goal. That's pretty damn cool.
I have a bit of an issue with Denny's. It seems like I can never go to a Denny's and just have a normal meal. A normal meal where the service isn't garbage, or I don't get stuck in there for literally hours, or something weird isn't going on outside. And you'll see what I mean by all of that throughout the video. But it's never an issue with the food itself. The quality of the food, I mean, that's a whole nother discussion. I mean, it's alright for what it is. It's basically fast food. At this point, all you gotta do is throw on a drive-thru to the building and boom. But if you're not gonna have high quality food, that's cool, but you at least gotta not take forever to make it. So why, Denny's, does it always seem like it takes forever for you guys to bring out your borderline mediocre food? Maybe this is just my personal experience combined with I've only really ever eaten there at the late hours of the night, but the average time I spend waiting for my food at Denny's has got to be close to an hour. There's been a limited number of times where my food has actually come out in say like 20 minutes or less, and whenever that does happen, I'm just like, whoa, something doesn't seem right. Like what alternate universe am I living in today? But the time that it was the absolute worst, I went to Denny's late one night with a group of friends, and it was the night before Thanksgiving, technically very early the morning of, but because it was right around midnight, and it was one of the only things still open, we had to settle for frickin' Denny's. And when I walked in, I already knew it was gonna be bad when I saw a single worker in the entire building full of like 5 or 6 groups of people. And every Denny's I've been to late at night tries to pull the exact same thing. Put a single worker up front and just hope that not too many people show up and just hope that they can pull it off. If it's a little busier location, maybe they'll get crazy and put like 2 workers, but it doesn't matter, it's still usually not enough. But anyways, it took like 10 minutes just to get seated. This isn't even ordering the food yet. And it's around midnight at this point. But we end up getting seated and order our food and drinks. Fast forward like 30 minutes after we ordered, and I finally see her coming around the corner with just the drinks, but not even all of them. My friend is like, "You forgot my coffee." And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be right back with that." Which was a lie. Fast forward another half hour, it's 1 in the morning. She still hasn't brought back the coffee. I'm starting to just accept the fact that we won't be seeing food anytime soon either, because it's basically taken an hour for us to be served 75% of our drinks. My friend is starting to get really irritated. He hasn't gotten his coffee yet, especially because we can literally see the coffee maker around the corner in the kitchen just sitting there, and don't see anyone trying to make an effort to take 30 seconds to make a cup. I told him, I'm like, bro, just sneak into the kitchen and pour it yourself. And right as I said that, she comes around the corner with his coffee, which is weird because nobody had even gone near the coffee machine in the past 20 minutes. And sure enough, he tasted it and said it was cold and nasty, so she probably made it, set it down somewhere, and then got distracted and just forgot about it. So it sat out and cooled down for a while before she served it. And then almost 2 hours, nearly 2 hours after we got there, she finally brings out the food. But just like the drinks, she doesn't bring it all out. Only 2 of us got food at that point. I wasn't one of them. So she's like, sorry guys, there's only one cook in the back tonight. I'm like, yeah, is it like nap time for him back there or what? Like, we've been waiting for about a lifetime and a half. She's like, don't worry, the other food will be coming out soon. We'll have it right out for you. Which I knew was just giving us false hope at that point. I wasn't expecting any type of food anytime soon. My one friend that already got his food and finished it, we'd been there for like 2 hours at that point. He's like, it's not worth it anymore. I'm out. And just straight up left. Meanwhile, my stomach is like dying. And then it's like 2 a.m. She finally brings out the rest of the food. She handed me something completely different than what I even ordered. But I honestly didn't even care at this point. I just wanted to get home. I swear I finished the food in like 2 seconds. I was so hungry. And the trajectory of how well this Denny's experience was going started out garbage and just kept going straight downhill to the point we're at now. And then it somehow still got worse. Because after the food, it took like another 40 minutes just for us to get the check to pay her. Our server, she just kind of vanished, just disappeared. We're sitting there ready to get out of Denny's, like forever. Meanwhile, she must have joined the cook for nap time in the back or something. We were waiting on her for so long, we couldn't find her anywhere. So I literally got up, stood on the table, and started waving my arms around to try and get her attention. Maybe she'd see me on a camera or something from the back and remember we needed the check. Take a wild guess if that worked or not.
Nope.
We just wanted to get home. Because at this point, the first few hours of our Thanksgiving has been spent with Denny's, and we were this close to just walking out. But she finally comes out from the back, gives us the check, and we paid and got out of there ASAP. You might be thinking, Saga, look, this might be one isolated incident, maybe it was just an off day, and you should give them another chance.
No.
Well, hold on, because I still have some more Denny stories. So here's a good one. Once again, it was really late at night. Me and 2 friends were coming back from a party one night, and again, unfortunately, the only close option was Denny's, except for maybe like Taco Bell. But I mean,
I love Taco Bell.
I'm not trying to spend half of the next day in the bathroom. So we hit up the Denny's, and I was willing to wait on their long service times if it at least meant that I would get food, because I hadn't eaten in like 7 hours. Again, I was ridiculously hungry.
Well, then you better wait another 2, because...
Are you guys seeing a trend here? Denny's is only to be used as a last resort option when I'm really hungry. I honestly just wanted somewhere to order some food on this particular night. I walk up to the door, and it's locked. Like, what's going on? Denny's is supposed to be 24 hours. The sign on the door literally says open 24 hours. There's an open sign, and there were also people eating inside. The manager sees us standing there trying to get in, so he pops his head out of like the smallest crack. Like he's really trying to make sure we don't try to sneak in or something. And he's like, sorry, we're closed. And I could literally see other people eating in there over his shoulder. Open. So I'm like, aren't you guys open 24 hours? Like, can we come in and eat? And there were 3 of us, and he asks, he's like, how much food are you guys gonna order? Like our answer was gonna decide whether he'd let us in or not. So in my head, I'm thinking like, this guy's the manager. He's probably trying to make a lot of money. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna order a lot. Yeah, the 3 of us, we're about to order your entire menu. And I thought that that was a good response. But then he's like, sorry, we kind of ran out of most of our food, so I don't think we'll really be able to serve you guys tonight. And then he shuts the door. So I basically told him the complete opposite of what he wanted to hear. My question for you, Denny's, is how do you run out of food? You are a restaurant. Like, you have one job. And then here's another good one. You would think I would have just learned to stay away from Denny's by now.
Yeah, that's
but
what
I go to eat on another late night at guess where? Denny's. And this time, the food was actually delivered in a somewhat timely manner. So I'm thinking, wow, I'm actually going to spend less than 2 hours inside of Denny's, and for once, everything is going to go smoothly. Psych! But of course, that's too good to be true. Our server comes up to us right when we're about to leave, and she's like, sorry guys, we have a little bit of an issue with our computers. They're all currently broken, they don't work at all, so we can't use them, and unless you guys have cash, you're gonna have to stay here until we can fix it. I'm like, it's 2 in the morning. What, are you guys gonna hold us hostage in here? Expect us to sleep here overnight until you get it fixed? Most of us didn't have cash, so we waited around for a while, along with a couple of other groups that were also being held hostage in there. But then luckily, one of my friends remembered, he kept some cash in his car, and he was able to go find enough for the 3 of us, and saved us from staying there for who knows how long that would.
Why don't you just go home and get cash or something? Just one person leaves.
That I actually suggested Denny's even when there were other options available. And you might be like, why would you do that, given their track record? But in this situation, Denny's wasn't actually the last resort option. So a couple of years ago, I went with a few people to this water park at the end of the summer, and it was open really late into the night. And it gets to be like half an hour till the park closes, and we were hungry and trying to think of places to eat. And my friend is like, everything is probably closed except for the Denny's right next to the park. We can either do that or just eat here at the water park. And I'm thinking in my head, both of these are horrible options. We already know why Denny's is a bad option, but the water park was a bad option because I had eaten there the previous time I was there, and it went so wrong in every way possible. I walked up to the window, right, and ordered a hot dog. A hot dog. Like, how are you gonna mess up a hot dog? It's the most basic food item. First of all, I waited like 10 minutes for my food, which doesn't make any sense, because I know for a fact that all they have to do to make the thing is just heat it up. So if I waited a long time for a hot dog, it better be good. They hand me the saddest looking hot dog I've ever seen in my life. The first thing I noticed is the bun looked really weird, and sure enough, I go to pick it up, and the bun was wet. Not even damp. Like, that thing was saturated with water. Like, dang, I know this is a water park and everything, but are you guys sending your hot dog buns down the slides too? Or like, what is going on here? So I go ask the lady for a new one, and she got all salty about it. She's like, fine, I'll make you another one. Which, like, really? You're gonna get annoyed that I asked for a new one? It looked like you guys dumped my hot dog in the pool or something. Like, is that really that unreasonable of a request? So she gets me a new one, and big surprise, this one is no better. But this time, it was the opposite problem. The bun was dry, but it was stale as a rock, and the actual hot dog was still cold. I swear she didn't even heat it up all the way. But I'm like, whatever, I'm not even gonna bother to ask her for a third one. I asked my friend if he wanted a cold hot dog with a stale bun. He said no, so I just ended up forcing it down. And it cost me like $6 for that thing too, so I basically just got scammed.
Mitch, you pay me $6 for eating that shit. The fuck you mean?
At the water park, I immediately
Oh my
got
Lanta.
PTSD from that day. And I'm like, let's just go to Denny's. So I'm actually giving them another chance to prove themselves. So we drive over to Denny's, and already, before we even walked in, there were like 3 cop cars in the parking lot. My friend is like, what's going on? I'm like, outside of a Denny's parking lot at 1 a.m., who knows? So we had to walk past the cop cars to get inside the Denny's, and as I'm walking past them, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, this guy in a wheelchair coming towards us. And he was like an older guy, maybe in his 60s, but the reason he caught my attention is because he was driving his wheelchair backwards. So he's approaching the group of cops in their cars,
So he's probably under
still
arrest.
going backwards, and I'm like, what's about to happen? Because he's not changing his direction, he's headed right towards them. And the thing about this guy is he's driving his wheelchair backwards with one hand and smoking with the other hand. So he's managing to steer his wheelchair both backwards and with one hand. My guy had talent, if you ask me. But he gets to the first cop car, at which point, and I swear this is 100% true, instead of, just going around them, he pops a wheelie with his wheelchair while still driving backwards and starts moving in a serpentine pattern around both the cars and the cops themselves.
What?
And he does this until he makes it through the entire group. This one cop was like searching the trunk of someone's car. I remember he just kind of stopped and looked at the wheelchair with like the most confused look on his face. I mean,
He's
I
like,
was
the fuck
confused
is
too.
going
There's
on?
an old man popping a backwards wheelie in a wheelchair, smoking with one hand, driving with the other, and serpentining around the cops in their cars. Because why not outside of a Denny's at 1 a.m.? It fits perfectly with the setting anyways.
Oh,
But
I
we
got
moved
so.
past whatever shenanigans that just was, and believe it or not, this is like the one time ever that Denny's has come through. Everything was fine. It was honestly perfect. But it was just a fluke, because every time after that, we went back to waiting longer for the food to come out than the time it takes to actually eat it. But that's all for this rant on Denny's. This is going to be a long video, but thank you guys again for 100K. The support over the past couple of weeks has been amazing. Remember to go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to put the links in the description down below. And for the first few hours after this video drops, I'm going to try to be responding to as many of your guys' DMs as possible. So go over there and drop a follow and DM me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright. Okay, so I do have a lot to say. Like, I've had stuff to say since the beginning of this video. Where do I start? Because you guys know I work in fast food. I mentioned that already. So, okay, so the fact that you wait 2 hours for food, like, this has to be fake. There's no way this is real. No way in hell this is real. Like, I swear this place would have been shut down if this was the case, because, like, that's not even allowed. Like, that's like, illegal. Like, you can't wait 2 hours. It's called fast food, not slow food, first of all. A lame joke, but you get the idea. Fast food, not slow food. Not slow, stale, gross ass food, wrong order. No, fast food. You go in, you order, 5 minutes, wait in line, you sit, wait 5 minutes, 7 minutes, that's it. Get your food, bye. 2 hours? Are you on crack? Like, you don't wait 2 hours for food. Like, that's so stupid. Like, if that's real, then I don't even understand. Like, that's not even possible. That's not even possible. Like, I get it. You have 1 or 2 people working at night, but at night it should be dead anyway. That's when it should be the most fast. I don't understand. Like, the place I work at, we are open nights 24 hours, and we have like 1 or 2 employees, usually 2, just at the moment it's like 1 employee overnight, because I guess the whole virus thing. But I don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what, like, do they not have a drive-through? Like, if you're in drive-through, they can't wait 2 hours in line, you know what I mean? Like, that's so stupid. Like, I'm pretty sure they said they don't have a drive-through, but like, you know, if they had it, they'd be pissed. Like, customers would be freaking pissed. I'll be pissed if I was waiting 2 hours. Like, the hell? Like, what if I have to freaking go to the washroom? I'm not waiting my freaking car for 2 hours for freaking stupid wrong ass food. No, bitch. Like, an hour can fast food. That's just freaking ridiculous. Like, that's not that. This is fake ass shit. I'm telling you, this has to be fake. There's no way this is real. No way in hell this is real. No way in hell this is real at all. The longest I've had to wait for food at the store I work at, or like at locations I work, like at my fast food restaurant, like not necessarily mine, but just like any of mine, you know, any of my like thingies, like any of ones that are my store, I don't have to wait that long at all. If anything, if I have to wait for bacon, for example, I'll wait like 7 minutes at most, just for it to heat up, and then that's it. Boom. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. And again, you don't run out of food. You can't close the door because you run out of food. It says open. It says you never close. Yeah, the door's closed and people are inside. Opens the door or we're closed. Excuse me, sir? You're not closed. Your bedrest is open and I'm coming inside to order some food. Like, Saga's right. I don't know. Is his name Saga? Is he actually Saga? I don't know. I don't know if that's what I don't know. I want to know his real name, to be honest. Maybe I can look it up or something. I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Like, how does that even happen? That has to not be possible, because that makes no sense at all. Like, that legit makes no sense at all. Like, I don't even understand. Because let me know in the comments below how long you had to wait for for food or a drink or something, or coffee, I don't know. But usually when I serve a drink or something, I usually, if it's as simple as coffee, 20 seconds after the order. Not 20 hours, not 20 minutes, 20 seconds later. Depending on if it's busy, depending on what kind of drink it is, a cold drink, of whatever drink, you know what I mean? Like, it all depends on the type of drink it is. Like, a specialty drink, that takes like a million things to, like, you know, a million things to put on. You have to switch it up with some kind of mixture thing, you know what I mean? Like, it all depends. I sort of, each of these videos I've been ranting, I did not expect this at all, but, like, let me know how long you guys waited for, like, seriously, let me know how long you guys waited, because that's not even possible. I know I said like 500 times now, but like, for real, like, that's not how, no. Like, even for food, if it's like 3 wraps, then maybe it'll take like maybe, if the full screen is full of orders, and of course you're gonna take longer than intended, but even that would be like 7 minutes at most, maybe even 8. At longest in drive-thru, we've had like 8-10 minutes, which obviously I say really sorry for the wait, and they're not even that upset. That's 8 to 10 minutes at our worst. Like, at our worst. It never goes to 15, 20, 30, no. Never. Like, that's not, no. That would be unacceptable completely. Like, you would get totally bitched the hell out at. Oh my god, I got spams. Like, you would get totally bitched out at by the management. Oh my god, you would probably get fired if you were that slow. You would, I'm not even joking. Like, again, I don't care if it's 1 employee, I don't care if it's 2 employees. It's nighttime, there's probably no one in there. Like, how hard can it be to make a coffee, give it to you? 45 minutes to get 4 drinks? The fuck? It takes 30 seconds to make a freaking coffee. What are you trying to do? Like, are you taking like I said, like a 35-minute nap or a 40-minute nap, and you come out 5 minutes later with the drinks out after the nap? No. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. Like, that, like, it has to be fake, because if this is real, this is triggering the hell out of me, 'cause that makes no sense. If they would be shut down. Like, if this was here, no, you would not, no, I would not be tolerated at all. Like, one complaint saying, okay, this bitch took me 2 hours, oh, you're fired, you're out. No. That would not be happening here. Nope, I'm not saying the US takes that shit, but, like, other restaurants, that would not happen. Nope, telling that right now, no. Anyway, enough for this third rant of the third video. I did not expect to rant this much in these videos, but if you guys are still here right now, then you guys are loyal, because, yeah, like, who the hell would still be here? I wouldn't be. Like, if I was watching this video, I probably wouldn't still be here, so As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, be sure to subscribe and share this video. I'm on the way to 2K, like I said 1,000 times before, and I'm just hoping to get there really soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace the hell out. And let me know your stories below if you have any stories about fast food. I got stories about fast food, that's for sure. But yeah, peace out, guys.